4 versus 3. So there's really nothing that you can do. If you're the black player, you're just going to lose the stones. This one's okay. White Tanuki, black settle, that's perfectly fine. Black and close, perfectly fine. Now here, it's a bit of a contentious debate in the Go community about which one is better.
Hello, hello, people who are here. Okay. Audio's looking good. I have about 8 minutes left till we start. Look at the camera filters. Looks like I'm a little bright. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Hello, Mac Daddy. Okay. And the reviews will start in like 7 minutes. On the hour, basically. How is everyone doing? It's been a long day. I feel like every workday is a long day. Hello, Peregrine. Losses are usually the best to learn from. I would say ones where you didn't understand what was happening, or ones that show something that is happening to you consistently. Like, I don't know how to deal with invasions. Then pick a game where they invaded you and you messed up. I died and I don't know why. Or I keep dying and I don't know why. So pick a game where you died. I think those would be good ones. And then, of course, if you have general questions, like have questions ready to go. Just things like the idea is like, what type of game do you not know how to handle, or what type of thing do you not know, and bring that, and then it can be explained to you. Yep. But yeah, losses are more valuable to get reviewed than wins. Man, I am sleepy. I only got like 5 or 6 hours of sleep last night. I don't know what it is with Wednesdays, but I feel like I've been Wednesdays specifically. I feel like I've been not getting enough sleep. Maybe it's because Wednesday's the latest that I work, since this starts so late in the evening. Usually I try to finish up my day by 5. Or my work day at 5. Yeah, you should review your own games. Excuse me. You should review your own games for like 5 minutes or so. And don't be like too critical on yourself. Just try to find like small mistakes that you missed. And like if you messed up a ladder, okay, go do some ladder problems. Messed up a life and death, go do some life death problems. Messed up a corner life and death, go do some corner life and death problems. Missed the net, go do some net problems. You tried this attack, but it didn't go well. Okay, maybe try it again or two and just see if you're wrong or if you just didn't do it correctly, or see how the follow-ups looked. They played a Joseki you didn't know. Look at the Joseki. You know, stuff like that. Little things like that. Also, don't expect yourself to play perfect. It's just not going to happen. You're always going to mess something up. Whew. Okay, we got 2 more minutes. Whew. I guess I went live like earlier than I thought. I didn't realize waiting 10 minutes would be so long. I guess sitting for 10 minutes without actually like doing anything, like without watching YouTube or something, is a lot longer than if you had just watched a YouTube video. Any other questions I can answer in like the next 2 minutes? No. Don't you hate it when someone names themselves? Favorite book for Tinky Range? The series that I would recommend is Get Strong. The Get Strong series. Get Strong at opening, Get Strong at Joseki, Get Strong at attacking, Get Strong at invading, Get Strong at endgame. The Get Strong series. Try having a wife who has an online handle name that's not something unique like Clossius, but like an actual name like Paige. And then try having 2 other people that you see like a couple times a year that are also named Paige. So she has a second name that's not her actual name that 2 other people also have. Okay, let's go ahead and get started.
Review started.
Okay. 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 Interesting. At 15Q, I would encourage you to still make your base, but this isn't bad. Okay, be careful about this. This is a knight's move. I have to assume that you read the ladder. Oh, fudge. Not that. I have to assume that you read the ladder. and that's why you're not cuttable. So I have to assume that you read that. Otherwise, you're playing a cuttable shape. Another way to play this corner is you can go here, jump, jump. It's a light way to escape. Okay. Having a cuttable shape into another cuttable shape is a little dangerous. 2 space is usually a cuttable shape, and it's usually used for Sabaki. And since you're playing it from a knight's move, what if I go here, 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 here? Looks like it's still a ladder. Well, you can see how close it's getting to activating. I don't like this move. This forces white to fix all of the Aji. And what's worse, white could fix it and Sente, and then get back to here first. Or maybe even like here. Or here. Yeah. So even if white doesn't take Sente, this is still a good exchange for white. You helped white's connection. Okay. Try to run away before making eye space. That's typically the answer. No, cut. Gotta cut. Only move. Cut. Only move. Have to cut. Definitely a mistake. Black Atari and then connect. That is the punishment. That way you're cutting white. Oh, I guess if you go here, you're looking at that. I guess yours is better. Never mind. I think I like black's better. This doesn't help you escape, then don't do it. It just helps black. Same as the peep over here. Don't force your opponent to fix all their stuff. So run away or just live and move on, maybe? I don't know. I think I want to run away. Getting surrounded is usually bad. Okay, either run away or don't. I feel like this is getting really cramped. I would keep up the attack. No, maybe not. Maybe not. This is kind of like a perfect move for settling while attacking. So it feels, that's my first instinct. Now this is the opposite, settling while attacking. So I think I like the one space fencer better. This is another knight's move. You played it down here as well. This is not alive. This is a weak group. So you got to be careful with these knight's moves. Okay, I like that you're considering the cut. I'm going to assume that you have a plan for this. Because it's a bit of reading. So I'm not sure if you had a plan for it or not. But it's probably okay. It's quite a bit of reading, though. Usually you don't Atari crosscuts. I don't think there's a way to save this stone. Not in a healthy way. No, I guess you can save it, but these two stones feel big too. Okay, either one's hard to sacrifice. That's basically my conclusion. It's really hard to sacrifice either one of them. Don't... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, you are. You're right. Yep. What? I thought this is what you were after. I thought you went here because if they fix the ladder, then you can go here. And if they don't fix the ladder, you get the ladder. That's what I thought the plan was. So the fact that you Tanuki is a bit strange to me. This is incredibly important. It's cutting stones for both sides. Like, both sides are cutting stones. And cutting stones are very urgent. Oh, that is a huge difference. Okay. At least you got the corner for it, so it's not the end of the world. Let's just fix and then Tanuki. Getting the control of the center should be okay. Maybe something like this. Get control of this quadrant. It's an idea. Let's see. If I go here, black connects. I go here. Black goes here. I go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. White should win this. I think both players assumed it was the normal variation, but white has one more stone, which matters. This is another blunder. Now I think if black goes here, white goes here, black goes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a much different situation. However, there's a lot of Tesujis in here, so I don't know the answer in 10 seconds. A lot of a very different position, though. That's a corner. It's not small. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points. It's not small. I think this move's more important. Because if we keep these cut and these cut, this center will never be under white's control. And there's a floating group over here. So as long as white doesn't get control of the center, I think black wins. I say that at a glance. Okay, surround is good. Don't push, just keep surrounding. Keep surrounding and force them to live. What? What in the world? What? But I just cut you, and you're dead. So this one's a little bit odd. Let's see. Another variation you can consider is here, here, tiger, there, Hane, connect, Nobi. This gets some eye shape. Now, this is a little bit thick, so it's a bit difficult. So maybe you could also go here, 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 here. So what if I go here, 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 here. It's very interesting. I think black should be okay, though. This is a very strange move. Just live. There's no reason to kill yourself right here. This is a lot of territory. White keeping black trapped is more important. So make sure you keep black trapped on the edge. Lots of blunders in this area for both sides. Connect. You gotta start living now. Maybe. I really want this Hane too, though. Yeah, so lots of blunders on both sides in this top side. Go down in order to get the eye space if you're wanting to fix the cut. Because this doesn't have any eye space. I would love to get this move because it's threatening the knight. So it's kind of like making life in Sente. This one was a big one. I think it's a game over now. Okay. Here, don't push an elephant. An elephant is a diagonal one-space jump. The response to a one-space jump is a knight's move. That is the response to a one-space jump. Do not push the elephant. Because if you push the elephant, it is bad shape for white and really good shape for black. However, this is not the response because then I can just cut you back. So no one's getting any value. None of the stones have gotten anything. That is another knight's move from a group that is not settled, so I think you like knight's moves too much. You like peeps too much. White likes knight's moves too much, and black likes peeps too much. What do you need to win? Just here? This also needs to not die. I think that's all you need to win, right? Here, here. Maybe here is easier to read. And black just wins. Counting is important. Let's check. Always check the net. Here, 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 here. Yep. And there's nothing going on this way. Yep. Okay. But can I go here then? And now go here. Nope. Okay, but make sure you're checking all these things. What if I go here now? Nope, nothing different. Okay. What if I go here, though? Here, here, here. Then I'm threatening the net. Yeah, this threatens the net, and it threatens the right side. So if you save the net, then I go into the right. And then if you don't, then I can connect all of my stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a net. Why are these things never easy? These two stones being dead really messes this position up. Either way, I guess you can squeeze. Yeah, squeeze is good. And you can break out. And lots of potential for white. So I think this one's much better. Always a lot of interesting ideas. Typically, this is another net shape. Now, we need one more stone, but typically this is a nice vital point. So remember, the bamboo point is good for both players. So I think empty triangle is better here. I think. It's a strong think. It's a very strong possibility. As white, I want to cut off the cutting stones soonish. It doesn't work yet, but soonish I want to cut off these cutting stones. If I can attack the cutting stones, then my group is going to be okay. So what do I need to attack the cutting stones? Probably some stones on the bottom. So let's attach, maybe get some leaning ideas. And then maybe here, here, crosscut. Run, 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 run. And then maybe I can capture the group. You gotta attack something. You're gonna lose. If you don't get something, you're gonna lose. This one is just dame, I think. It doesn't do anything. Bamboo's just better. Bamboo is your friend. I think in this case, though, can you counterattack? No, that's a ladder, but that peep, but then that activates that. Okay. I can't say this move's bad because I don't have a better one. And you probably spent more time than I am. I hope you are. White, if you want to make this more Sente, you can go here first and then here. That way it's an Atari. It's a little trick to make it just a little bit more Sente. Definitely here. Take the liberty so you can bust into the bottom. This is a false eye. Okay, so don't think it's going to be possible to cut, but maybe we can get a squeeze out of it somewhere. I want to say white is just dead, though. There's an eye right here, though. So that means if I can make an eye and a half, then I'm alive. So it's still possible. Still possible. Let's see. There's Aji here. Get something like that. Close. Not quite, though. Close. I think there might be some way to live in there, though. I don't hate this. This is good. This is calm. And if you're ahead on points, just be calm. Technically, you can go here, here, here. But it does damage this. So I think surrounding is probably the right call. I don't know if this is good, though. That one doesn't feel right. I want to attack these stones in the center and then maybe start endgame. I think that's what black needs to do. This is a lot of cutting points. There should be a Tsuji in here somewhere. Or I say should. Should is a strong word. But this is like unnecessary since black is way ahead. Just connect. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Just don't have Aji. The Aji is how your opponents make comebacks. I really want to like fight something here. I'm not sure what exactly, but I want to fight. Maybe cut here and see what black's response is. Yeah, there's lots of potential here. Maybe there's nothing. I would have to spend a bit of time, but I would definitely be looking for something. White is desperate, right? So I would be looking for something. Look through the cutting points. So yeah, this one you force your opponent to fix the cutting points. That one's not good. This one doesn't do it. This is literally just passing, because this is Dame no matter what, and then you put yourself into Atari. So this one's not good. Can we cut? I want to cut. I don't think I can cut. Let's see. This is what the liberties look like. How to cut the empty triangle. I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Okay. I don't know. I don't know the answer here. Okay, just in time. At the end of the game, just in time. Yeah, white, you could have, if you really wanted to, all you had to do is go here, and you're alive. I want to say counting is a big part of this game, especially on black side. I think the top side is probably has the most things to learn. There's a lot of stuff up top. Okay, and with that, hopefully you both found this review helpful.
Review started.
Okay. This is not conventional. Conventional would be high, because you have support on both sides, so you want to develop the star point. This looks like you're going for territory with a star point, and that's not what star points are for. Okay, this is a good combination, though. Okay. Black, I don't understand why you wouldn't go here. You need to learn how this works. You need to learn all the variations in here. It can be quite complicated, for sure. But it doesn't mean you avoid it. It means you should study it. And then also, this one. Sometimes squeeze is just better. I think the squeeze, honestly, might just be better. Yeah, I actually might want white to live because the influence is really good. If you want to focus on influence, this is kind of like 5Q plus, but pretty much I think everyone at Dawn level plays high because we're so focused on the center now. We don't even care about these points at all. I care a lot more about this influence. Anyway, I'm going into a different game now. I like it. You could be more Sente with a shoulder hit, but it's fine. Another option I think a lot of people don't see is this one. And you're looking for this sort of idea. It's not typically good, but, you know, it's good to consider. Good to have it as a weapon. But yeah, typically, I think from the Shamari 5 space is perfectly fine. I would probably play a shoulder hit or what Black played. This is very slow. Yeah, no, this is really slow. I think White, you need to understand that star points don't want the corner. They want control of a position. Like, they want to attack something. So if you perfectly seal the corner, what are you going to attack in this corner? Like, Black's not going to invade now. But you want them to invade. You want to attack something. Like, you want to attack something. You have to give them a spot to attack. So when you're thinking star point, the star point wants this square, typically. Okay, so this star point wants that square. This star point wants this square. And you've got neither. And this star point wants this square, and Black still might get it. Imagine Black later can get like this sort of thing. You see Black can get the square. So I think it's it's very important for you to understand that star points, while they can settle and make points at a good timing, typically what they're after is that's control of the center, and so you can attack something. They want influence to attack something. So I feel like this is just really slow. Since Black has the biggest center square, like this one's really big, we should be dealing with that one, probably. Maybe just here. Maybe something like that. I'm old-fashioned, but I really like this move. Make it harder for them to invade, because they need to invade at some point, right? But you're going to make it, like, annoying. This feels like it doesn't really change too many invasion points. So it helps. It doesn't hurt. But I feel like it doesn't, like, scare me from invading as much as, like, this one. Like, if I go on the top side now and just play normal, are you going to give me, like, this whole left side? It's too big, right? So it's really scary. So I think this one is too invadable. But it's not bad. I just prefer the ones point jumps. But I'm also, like, a little bit old-fashioned. Slide, I think, is a little bit better because you can't be surrounded. So slide and then jump, I think, is probably the perfect shape. This is not a points move. The points move, I believe, would be here-ish. Or here. Should be the points move. You could also look at this move. Get control of the whole top side. But yeah, this one's not for points. It can't be because there's no points. There's 4 invasions, 5, 6... Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 invasion points. It can't be for territory. White, if you want to attack this bottom side, play low. To get that way it's only 1 eye. If you let them have the slide, then they're just alive. You can't build this square with this star point right here. It's looking right at the square, so how can you build the square? Also, if black's got the bigger one, don't avoid the problem. Go in. The longer you take to get over here, the worse this problem is going to become. You can't just avoid your opponent's framework because you don't like it. If it's the biggest thing to do, it's the biggest thing to do. I don't know what this one does. Just, I don't know, jump. Just win the game. White has to do something. It's a quarter of the board. White has to go in at some point. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. I'm between this one and this one and then cap, but I would probably read and see which one. But as long as you're attacking for profit, it's fine. Yep, surround the weak group, surround the weak group. Put more pressure. Make it scary. You should not fear this section. This section you control. That looks almost cuttable. This is like one stone from being cuttable, I think. Like 1 stone or 1 liberty from being cuttable. So it's really scary. Just go here. Get the liberties and then slide. Get the liberties and then slide. Not having the liberties is very dangerous. It's like asking for Tsuchis. This is a territory move when you control, like, the top side of the board. What about here, here, here? You know, just get 100 points. Just get 100 points, not 10. This one's very passive. But this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Why would you give white a stone into the center and then try to get the center? I don't think you understand the meaning of this. Because to me, you played this, which forces white to get a stone towards the center. But now you're playing a stone that's aiming to get the center. So in my mind, it doesn't really make sense. Trying to go through cutting points is a good idea. I don't hate this. You gotta go deeper, though. Like, try to pincer it. Try to make a pincer-looking thing. And then run away. Pretend you're attacking and then run away. This is not good at all. Jump. Jump, jump, jump. If you're worried about this, don't. Because there's no way that stone with 3 liberties can cut you. Not a chance. It's not a chance. Also, this is an elephant. So this is basically asking white to cut you apart. This is a very bad relationship. This is the kind of relationships like you see on those dating shows. And this stone's not the father, because it's not connected in any way. Can't be the father. The response to an elephant is a knight's move. So A or B. That is the response to the elephant. This move is a good way to die, because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 cutting points. So it is definitely not the right shape. Just run away. Just don't die with your stones. You're winning. Yeah, just save your stones, and I think it's fine. This is important. Let's see. As white, I would probably spend a couple minutes here. Because this connection is a lot of territory. But also, if I can use this to break in, and then maybe attack the right side while destroying the top side, and I guess I can never cut right here, which is annoying. This stone not having liberties is really hard to make a plan right here. But this feels like you're giving me opportunities for cool, big plans. Connect. You gotta respect all the cutting points. So you have 2 cutting points right here. This one, these cuts look worse. That's the idea. That is a knight's move. Knight's moves are cuttable, and this is an area that you probably don't want to get cut in. even if we can't cut directly, sometimes threatening to cut is good enough. Where can we be scary? Here, 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 here. And then we threaten to save it is the idea. So maybe here or here. Could also look maybe here, 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 and just play a lot of Sabaki. And then, if we're optimistic, maybe we can get to here later to attack this stone. Optimistically. I'm optimistic. Come on. You gotta have an optimistic plan. Anyway, that's I'm using like the attachments and the cutting moves to try to break into this area using Sabaki. Sabaki is basically making a bunch of Miai. So you put a bunch of stones in the Moyo and just start jumping out with stuff. This is a little too direct. There's definitely Aji, but I would just count the score and see what you need to win. Let's see. I'm going to cheat because I'm on a time crunch. Black by 0.7, so this is pretty large. Okay, which means if I get 10 points right here and start endgame in Sente, then I'm winning. What about right here? Can't do that. And I definitely have the ladder. This is an interesting move. Okay, maybe it's not as easy as I thought. I thought this would be easier. This did become quite large. Oh, so this is the game. Okay, okay. I thought I was just playing this out. This is the game. Yeah, difficult for white to play. Stuff. What? Huh? How does this... How does this fail? There's that one. There's this one, 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 this one. Gotta live. Watch the cutting points right here, though. It's a little bit dangerous. So maybe just go here. Cutting these off is perfectly fine. These are cutting stones. Don't give up cutting stones. Cutting stones are like super, super, super important. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. That was a big blunder. Another Knight's move. You're trying to have a dead group in here. So black controls this entire section, and then you play a Knight's move, which is a cuttable shape, and then you almost get cut, and so you play another Knight's move, which is a cuttable shape. So it feels like you're trying to get a dead group in here. Peep the Tiger is the shape to walk through the 1-point jump. Okay, black needs to be careful. You have a group right here. Uh-oh. This is important. That way you only have one problem. If you go here and I go here, you have 2 problems. This is very dangerous. I think white is in a lot of trouble. Maybe there's some options up here, though. Stones like this and this give a lot of potential for eyes for the opponent. There's a lot of forcing moves with these stones. If I go here, 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 guess this doesn't work. Maybe it does. Does it just work directly? That would be convenient. Okay, and then there's this, though. That is annoying. Okay, so how can I get this move in Sente? That is the question. If I go here, Buck goes here, and I go here. There's nothing, huh? Okay, so what if I push there, cut? There, Atari, there, there. Try to get a Ko. Because Kos can make miracles happen. It doesn't look like anything's going to work. So I think white should be dead, but there's a lot of chances for mistakes. That is a Ko for a cutting point. Here. Just try to connect. And you're trying to cut off black while running away. That is the ideal scenario. That is very optimistic. Why not use the local threats first? Local threats come first. Like, use all these cutting points in Ataris. Local threats before threats out there, somewhere else. This should die, though. I think I could Tanuki and still kill this. If I just go anywhere right here. Okay, maybe it's not that easy. Because this stone works with these cutting points. So I can't connect, because otherwise that'll happen. But then maybe that's good enough. I don't know. Hard to say. Reading is important. I do not think I would touch. I would respond like right here. Fix all of the Aji. Aji is how we live, not touching moves. More life and death. More life and death. What? What? Oh. Playing too fast. Playing much too fast. much too fast. I thought this was a bulky 5. To me, this is a bulky 5. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this is the easy life and death. But if you're playing fast, then maybe you just don't notice it. If I give this to you like on a piece of paper, I say how to kill white, I think you can solve it. But only if you're taking your time. You have to be taking your time at the end of the game. If you rush to a loss. This is a very big mistake. Yeah, don't rush. Don't rush any move. Use your time. That's never an eye. Use your time. White, I think this one was a little optimistic. Maybe it's possible, but I really wanted something here. But I'm not sure. I would spend a lot of time reading here. I would be taking so long in this area. There's so many life and death problems. But yeah, I'm out of time for this review, so hopefully you both found this helpful.
Review started.
Okay. I typically wouldn't play this one. I would play this one. Because this lets your opponent approach with support on the same side. But that is my opinion. One space jump. It's safer in this particular corner. Because there's a lot more Aji. And Aji basically means potential weakness. So this can cause you trouble, but I don't know. I don't know if like your opponents will ever come up with it, but this is a little bit of ways to cause trouble. Black, you jump 3. 2 stones jump over 3. That is the answer. The bottom side is already done. So you want to imagine, here's the starting point, here's the starting point. Is there a stone between these two lines? Or these two starting points? There's a stone. What about between these two starting points? There's a lot of stones. Okay, between these two, there's nothing. Between these two, there's nothing. So that means the top side and the right side are the places to play. Okay. Then you want to check the line that it's on. So if we're looking at the right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have a third line and a fourth line. If we look at the top, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So the third line and fourth line. So they look pretty much equal. Pretty much equal. So I think I would just approach. This is good. A cool way to play here, once you're done with the side moves, once everyone has a move on the side, on every side, and no one's under attack, you want to look at the center. Da 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 da. Just put this in your head. Da 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 da. Okay, look at the center. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for the smiley face. Okay? Don't look at Tengen. Look at the smiley face. Don't look at the nose. Look at the smiley face. Okay? We're going to aim for these 4 center quadrants between the start points. Okay? When you divide this in 4, you're going to look at these 4 quadrants. So, looking at that, now that's middle game thinking. Looking at that, a move like this becomes an option. And this is the shoulder hit. And the response to the shoulder hit is a jump, peep, and then this is the key. It's a side jump because you're going to sacrifice the number 1 stone to get the center. Okay, that is the key. But the idea is I'm playing a shoulder hit to build this center section. Now you may have noticed, while doing this, white is also building their center section. So it's a little bit of an even exchange rate, but I think black has a slightly bigger one. There are other options, but I probably should not go into them because that's already a lot of information right there, and I don't want to overwhelm you. This is still invadable, as much as you might not want it to be. It is. A lot of things are invadable. Okay, this is far too flat. Third line, third line, third line. You're definitely doing something wrong. If you see a only third line side, then that's far too flat, and that means you're probably doing something inefficient. From the start point, you want a Knight's move to help the corner. It makes the corner invasion a ko. But right now, what you want to think of is this supports the corner the best. Because there's like a couple hundred life and death problems, and you're not going to be able to know them all right off the bat. But only by playing them one by one will you learn them. But the more space you give, the easier the life and death problems are for white. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I like this jump. It's very nice. It builds your center while looking at their center. One space jumps are typically better because they're much stronger. And what you're doing is you're saying, hey, you need to invade me. Okay, that's what this is doing. You're saying, hey, this is big. Come here, bring it. Okay, and you're trying to get them to invade you so you can attack. When you're attacking, you want to attack them with a solid, strong position with lots of connections, lots of liberties, and then trap them. That is a powerful attacking idea. But if you have a 2 space, a 2 space, 4 space, typically it makes it a little bit easier for white to wiggle their way around. So obviously you're still going to be able to attack, but typically attacking with solid shapes are just a tiny bit better. Another option for black is to cap. It's similar to the shoulder hit, where you're looking at your square while also trying to reduce white's square. So caps and shoulder hits are pretty common moves to try to look at the center. Don't seal it. You want them to come in. If you seal it, then you get territory, but territory is how you lose. Exchange rate is how you win. So what that means is if you get something and black gets something, no one got anything because yours cancels out black's and black's cancels out yours. Now, clearly black's is bigger, but the theory states that if both players get a big move, no one gets anything. So what you want is you want your framework to be bigger. Maybe something like this. You want your framework to be bigger, and what you're trying to do is if your opponent comes in, you get to attack them and make profit. So you will get something. You will get something while they're too busy trying to make life. You're getting like 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. And then you're going to make a positive exchange rate, which is how you win. So you're getting something, they're getting nothing, versus you get something, they get something. So territory is not how you win. Sente territory is how you win, or positive exchange rates, basically, is how you win. So be careful about shutting the door on this. Basically, if you shut the door, you're saying that this is enough to win the game. And black's is bigger. Okay, just one space. Shoulder hit's still interesting, I think. Actually, maybe just Nobi, no? No, I think still here and then here. I think this would be a very nice section of the board. Also, I want to encourage you at this level, try this out, and white, try this out. It doesn't matter how big it gets, okay? I don't care how big it gets. I want you to just learn to play in there, okay? Don't fear it. Go have fun. You're not going to play it perfectly, and your opponent's not going to play it perfectly. But you'll never learn any of the patterns about what works, what doesn't, if you never throw a stone in there. So when this is something that you want to go inside of, even if the door's shut, try it. Try here, try the 3-3. Learn what works and what doesn't work. Just play around in there. Have fun. It's a good learning. It's a good thing to learn. Okay. Okay, I like it, but black's is bigger, so this has to be good for black. Ooh, interesting cut. But who's weaker? Black has white a lot more surrounded than white has black surrounded. So that means your cutting stones are much weaker than black's cutting stones, which means black has the advantage. So I don't hate the idea that you're attacking cutting points, but you picked a fight where you're surrounded. Get 4, and then you get Ane. Because when they cut, you have 4 liberties, and 3 liberties or less are where they find Tesujis, which is the tactical stuff. But with 4 liberties, it's a lot harder to find Tesujis. So 4 in a row, and then you can do it. This one is like you're running away, but you're the attacker. Attack with solid shapes. It's much nicer. Unless you're trying to get around them. But in this case, it's already surrounded, so just be strong. This is a knight's moves. When you are playing for eyes, there's kind of concept that you want to learn. So if you're playing right here, how do you make an eye? Well, first you would play a 1 space jump. Then you would play a tiger's mouth. And then you play a Panuki, and there's the eye. Okay, so these are the ones to make eyes. Jump, tiger, Panuki. Or tiger, or diagonal tiger, Panuki. So you can also move diagonally. And then maybe in the future make this. Now, obviously you don't make this directly, but if you're running in a way that has those patterns, it's going to be a lot easier to make an eye in the future. So in this case, you want to be running with like stuff like this, like this, like this. You also want to be threatening their cutting points. But the idea is if you play something like this, this can't become an eye because this move doesn't have the corners. You had to respond in order to stay connected, and so the shape is a false eye. So a knight's move can't make an eye in the future. So knight's move is not only cuttable, but it's also bad eye shape. So if you run away with better looking shapes that have more potential for eyes, maybe later down the road, you're like, I'm running away, I'm running away, I'm running away, I'm going to run away, run away. Maybe you get an eye. Maybe you get an eye out of it at the end of it. That's why you run with the diagonals, 1 point jumps. There are exceptions, of course. This is just a starting idea. This is not the only idea for invasions, but hopefully I've given you some ideas about how you could potentially make life. So diagonal would look at the eye right here, but you can't. So let's make a 1 point jump. then you can look at the eye right there, which does potentially exist. So this one's a little bit better. This doesn't really do anything. You just force white to make liberties. Oh, you are very confident that white is dead. I would not be so confident at this level. There's about if we're at move 34, there's like 150 moves left for you to make this group accidentally live. No, I would keep attacking it. I would protect all my cutting points, keep it surrounded. If this is dead, you have a quarter of the board. You don't need more than that. If you're ahead, who cares? You don't need it doesn't matter how much you're ahead. What matters is you keeping your lead. So you need to improve the win percentage, not the win amount. So the likelihood of you winning versus the amount you win by. The likelihood that you are going to win by staying ahead is more important. So you want to reduce the risk when you're up by a comfortable amount. If you're going to play down here, though, because it's like so difficult, you could just reduce, and that's fine. Once it becomes like really sealed, though, I encourage you to just play a stone in there and just play around. Play with some 1-point jumps, Hanes, Ko's. Just play around. Have fun. It's a good way to learn some life and death. This is a good idea, but Atari and then go here. That way it's Sente. Then maybe just fix. No, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe yours is fancier. I'm a little concerned about this though. But no, I think I'm wrong. I think yours is better. That's interesting. Oh, cool. I think yours is better. Nice. Double Atari. That's the key. That's why yours is better. Yours is better because you have a double Atari. That's what made it better. But the follow-up's also important. White. If you play here, you can see that black connects at the end of this because that is a net. Versus if you play right here, black is cut. So keep the whole group cut. I'm not sure what happened. But okay, you're trying to live. I like that you're trying to live. You need to try to live. You're going to lose otherwise. Okay. You are making shape. But I think I'd rather make the shape where on the upper half of the white stones. So if I could play something like this. I think this has more potential for life. Maybe here, actually. I think going for the space that has more empty space will have a better chance of maybe making eye shape. Versus right here where it's really tight, it's going to be harder to make an eye shape. This is very greedy. It's not an eye as long as your stones are alive. Because you already have 2 corners. White, a Panuki or an eye needs 3 corners to make life. It has to have at least 3 corners. If you have 2 of the 4 corners of the eye, then it's a false eye. So, there's no need to take a 3rd corner of this eye to make the false eye. So, ironically, you actually made it a bigger eye. Now, this can still be a false eye if you take this corner. Because now you have the throw-in to Suji later. And if you don't know what that is, learn the throw-in for life and death problems. Or just do some life and death problems. Get you a life and death problem book. The elementary series, the Get Stronger
Is this
series.
a good time or a bad time to point out you've been muted on Zoom this entire time?
Oh no.
Just wondering.
Okay, at least the recording has me. Cool. Well, good thing the recording isn't muted.
Okay, I'm just making sure that isn't muted.
Yeah, that would have been horrible. But yeah, no, the recording is not muted, and no one was here an hour ago.
All right.
But thank you for letting me know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I like that you protected the corner, so this is now a real eye, so you're almost alive, which is good. So I think black, you definitely shouldn't have left when there was so much space. I think maybe you were a little overconfident that this would die, because now it's alive. Careful with the cutting points. I think just make sure you're alive. If we make sure that you're alive, 100% alive. This cannot be a false eye, right? 100% alive. Then we can start continuing the game. And then you can try blocking your stuff and then maybe try the crazy stuff. Like, just learn. Just go in and learn. Go in, die, and learn. But make sure your group's dead. Timing is important. Or not dead. Sorry. Make sure your group's not dead. It's very dangerous, but we shall see how it goes. White should still be okay, I think. Ah, this is a net. Here. No, not a net. Why did I say it's a net? It's a squeeze? No, not that either. What an awkward looking shape. Wow, that's an awkward looking shape. That you would think there would be something here, but there's not. How interesting. Okay. Okay, but now you are eyeless again. Now, there should be enough space on the top for an eye, but it would have been a lot safer if you were just not dead. That can't be an eye. So if this 1 point jump, how could it get the eye? How could it make an eye if there's a black stone right here? So the shape that you want here is actually a slide under. And what you're aiming for is black blocks. What you're aiming for is this kind of eye. That's the plan. It's going to be really hard for you to get, but that's the plan. You can't make an eye on the side. You can make it in the corner, but not the side. Not like that anyway. So I think you go here. And I'll read with my mouse instead of my eyes, so that way you can see. A difficult life and death problem for an 18Q, but still maybe something. But here is the issue, but it looks like it's okay because there's no cutting point right here. Okay. Uh-oh. What? Oh, missed the chance. Doot. Oops. More in-game problems. Wow. This is fine. This is kind of expected at this level, though. Like, we don't know all the life and death problems, so you gotta learn how to eat the pizza. Okay, you have to learn how to eat the pizza, one game at a time. Okay, you don't just magically start with knowledge of how to eat things. So just keep attacking, keep fighting. But one thing I don't want you to do is leave the fight when it's an uncertain result. I think that is a big blunder in at least at this level's mentality. I think just keep up the fight. If it's a quarter of the board, it's fine. Hopefully you both found it helpful with the 1 point jumps, the diagonals, and how an eye is created. Hopefully that is helpful. Let's see, beyond that, yeah, just don't be afraid to invade. I tell my students to invade, even if it doesn't work. We don't know that it doesn't work at this level until we play it out and review, play it and review, play it and review. So there's a lot to learn. So sometimes if it's just big like this, now if you can reduce, obviously reduce. But like if your opponent makes it really big, like that, throw a stone in there, see what happens. It's fine. Just don't play Gote, but every time they play, you play. It's fine. Have fun. Hopefully that was helpful, and now I will pass it over.
Alrighty. All right, let's see. Got 3 games here. For season 9, I want to say, of NAOL. Got 3 games. First one's going to be between a 6 and an 8 queue with help if I'm in a review mode. Hey, look at that. That
He
makes
never
it easier to review.
streams.
All right. So what do we have here? Ending. Not much conflict.
All right, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that and found it helpful. I have to like blitz these reviews, so it's really difficult to like even read because I'm also having to like, what time is it? How much time do I have left? Is this topic worth talking about? At the same time as trying to read the variation. And then I also have to read with the mouse and not my eyes because if I start reading with my eyes, I'll go silent and start thinking, and I can't do that, so it's really hard sometimes. Okay, there. All right, and this is the NAOL review, which if you want to watch the VOD, you can find it here. It'll be up there in a little bit, but hopefully you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. This was the NAOL for the AGA members. And then lastly, if you are interested in getting lessons so I can go more in depth on your games, you can do so here. I do teach Go for a living, so it helps me out. With that, I think we're going to raid Loving Sun. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.